What up, players? Subscribe! What up, players? Woboss Tape in this mood. Hope you're all having a good Memorial Day weekend. I'm showing you what I've got on my painting table. These are, as you can tell, some Dark Eldar. And they're another commission job. 10-man squad of Kabbalite warriors. And the leader has a splinter pistol and agonizer. And these guys, some of these guys don't have arms, and the reason for that is my client is planning on making them Trueborn and giving them all blasters. Unfortunately, the box only comes with one blaster, this guy. And so he wanted 4 blasters, and so I asked, what do you want me to do with these guys without the arms? And so I'm just gonna, I ended up just painting them up, and he's hopefully gonna be able to acquire some blasters, but I hear they're kind of rare. They go for something like $8 on eBay, he said. So hopefully he'll be able to get some, or you know, otherwise be able to find a way to represent that on the field. But I love this color scheme, the Studio GW color scheme. It's really easy to reproduce. The thing that I like most about these guys are really the flayed skin loincloths, which I didn't really care for too much, but the more I do them, the more I love them. And if you want to recreate that, the way you do that is you base coat it with Tallarn Flesh, which is a foundation, and then you wash it with Ogryn Flesh, and then Leviathan Purple. And this tutorial is on the website as well, the Games Workshop website. And then you build up the highlights with Tallarn Flesh and Rotting Flesh, a 1-to-1 mix. And it comes out so gross and disgusting. My camera with the macro function and the super close-up function is actually, I don't have it right now, so can't get too close up on it, but I thought I'd still make a video because I haven't made one in a long time. So I've given some of these guys, as you can see, some witch heads, and for these 2 dark lances, because he wanted 2 heavy weapons, but the warrior box only comes with one of these power packs. I wanted to give the other one something, so I was like, oh, I'll just throw on this thing, but I had no idea it was a piece of war gear. Shh, be quiet. It's actually some phantasm grenade launchers or something that the Sybarite, or whatever the leader character is supposed to wear, that shoots out defensive grenades or assault grenades. I can't remember which, but I'd already glued them on, and I felt that just the heavy weapons needed something. So maybe I'll go over the top with green stuff, or maybe I'll chop them and see if I can make them not look as, you know, as whatever they're supposed to be. What else? The leader's got, like I said, an agonizer and a back banner that I'm going to leave blank so that my client can put on whatever he wants to. And see if we can zoom in a little bit. Well, I can't really see it, but I gave them purple lipstick, which is light purple, just like the back banner, and eyeshadow. And the agonizer, I don't know if you guys can see it too well, but I did a shading and highlighting effect, which I really think came out pretty well. And the way I did that was mixing turquoise, hawk turquoise, with chaos black, and then building up the highlights by adding more hawk turquoise and then more skull white into the mix, and then shading it using a Searman blue, which is one of the GW washes. So it kind of looks like it's shimmery and reflective, and that it has a sense of movement to it. Also, one of the reasons why I haven't been making videos is because I've been assaulted with painting these vehicles. I've got 3 raiders and 2 ravagers that I'm having to paint up, and these were already built. And that's the hard thing about these guys, is that if they're already built, it's a lot harder to get into the cracks and the crevices. And especially with this guy, this had the flag on it, and it was really hard to get in between and down underneath the gunner's legs and everything. But you know, hopefully I'm doing a good job. I still got to do 2 ravagers and the captains, which I can then glue into place. And then these guys will be done. But yeah, a lot of vehicles in this army, and there might be more if the client decides to use me to paint up his Hellions, which I really love. And I just want to show you guys my test model. Shh, stop text messaging me. Somebody is text messaging me. For when I was coming up with this color oh my goodness, when I was coming up with this color scheme, I used this Hellion model as a test model. And I thought, you know, it's so cool. It comes with this really characteristic skyboard, and this little ball joint thing can let you pose him any way you want. So I gave him this really cool pose and painted him up. Let's see if we can clear the other guys out of the way so you can see. Yeah, and then I really liked the way he came out. So I thought, you know, I'll do the other vehicles in this kind of ghostly green. And what I'm doing is I'm calling it minty green highlighting. So if you want to repeat this, all you need is some hawk turquoise mixed with chaos black. And then what you do is you add in a little bit of Space Wolves gray, and that's what really gives the highlight. That's really what makes it pop. And you really see that on these guys, my 3 of my 5 Incubi. I'm planning to finish the other 2 hopefully in the next day or so, but I kept adding in some more Space Wolves gray just because these are such, you know, expensive models. Fine cast. And you really want to see all the armor ridges and everything on them from across the table. So to keep getting these progressively lighter highlights on them, you just keep adding a little bit more Space Wolves gray each time for the armor highlighting. So these are 3 of my 5 Incubi that I'm doing, and I added in, as you can tell from the metal, a lot of burnished gold and mithril silver, so that it will give it that shiny blingy bling. I tried to do these as close to the box art as I could. One thing I did do differently was I didn't paint the horns a bone color, because the bone color on top of the Astronomicon gray skull white helmets it didn't seem to match, so I just left them black. And the client did ask that I do it as close to the box art as possible, but I had a hard time looking at them with bone, den of stone horns. So I'm gonna see if maybe there's a couple more things I can do to make them look kind of like the box cover, but if not, I think these are still pretty close and pretty accurate to what the box art is. The runes on the swords, I realize I have to change because they're not scorpion green on the box cover. They're supposed to be scorpion green, and I made them this ghostly blue color. If you can see on the swords, the runes, I used hawk turquoise base, then started highlighting up on certain edges of the runes with ice blue and then skull white. You can see it really well on this guy. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Bunch of Dark Eldar stuff, and still some more pirates that I need to do, but other than that, hope you're all doing well and enjoying your Memorial Day weekend, and take care.